I decided I would just hit record and take you along with me. Remember how I made a mess on paper bags and Amazon packaging and I made journal covers? Well, I'm working on putting signatures in them and binding them together so that I can then offer them to whoever might like a journal put together already, and then they can decorate it and embellish all they want. Welcome back. It's Dawn with For Grace Creations. We cannot forget our scripture card for the day. Here we are, Psalm 130, verse 7. With the Lord there is steadfast love, and with him is plentiful redemption. Yes. This one here, do you notice it is a single signature and it is sewn in with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, but do you see how straight of a line that is? Amazing. So this one has not sold yet, but that nice straight line, I can't always do that. Can you? I mean, it seems to me like I have good days and bad days. I don't know what that is. So let me show you what I'm working on. I started on this green one, and I've got 2 signatures in it. And I did do a kind of like a sari silk tie. It's real thin. It's not actual sari silk. I don't know what it's called. It's a cross between that sari silk and ribbon. So I tied a knot on the end, and I did put an eyelet here that's black and tied this. It is not really tight in case you'd like to change it and use this somewhere in your journal instead. But I did enough to wrap around and tuck in so it can be a closure. And I want you to see something. Talk about wonky stitching. The journals are in there. It's just not straight. Now am I gonna fix this? No, and I'll tell you why. I think that junk journals are all a little bit different. And because they're handmade, nothing is gonna be absolutely perfect. And I'm okay with that. However, the recipient of this may not be. So I'm debating, do I go ahead and use something and cover this? Or do I leave it for its new owner to do on their own? I mean, because you might want to do some sort of a journal cover here and then maybe lace or something on the edge, you know, to cover that, or maybe you want to leave it. I don't know, but I'd love your guys' opinion on this one before I go any farther with it. Should I go ahead and do something with the edge in the gold and green type theme, or should I leave it for the new owner? But I will show you real quick what I've got in here. It is 2 signatures, but there is, it has the ability to become a chunky monkey. What I mean is, I put a lot of papers in these signatures. Okay, let me show you. We open it up. We have our inside front cover, and this is our first page. I tried to stick with this as a theme. Do you know what I'm saying? So we have page number 1. A flip out. This is some mixed media book paper, or book page. It was a huge book. That is fabric holding together a couple pages so they were upright, so I didn't have to fold them in half. Some flip outs. That's an envelope that's been coffee dyed. A lot of botanical. This one comes out of a book that tells you the name of the flower. And, you know, in the olden days, they used to send flowers according to the message they wanted to send. So your let's do honeysuckle, would be generous, devoted affection. So hyssop, cleanliness. Yeah. This is a pocket instead of doing a flip out on this one. Lots of writing space. But this could be your base for an art journal page, maybe. Second signature. Kind of a gardeny theme, I guess you could say. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cute? So there we are. But yeah, it is available as is, or I could do something over the edge. And what I mean is, for instance, I have wide yellow lace that could go over it. That would be adorable. This one is some greens. I could put this one on there. That would also totally go with it. Yeah, so let me know your opinion. And you know, if you want to claim this now, I'll leave my email address down in the comments below. And if you wanted this and you wanted a piece of this lace to put on yourself, you just tell me yellow or green. I'll wait. And if it doesn't get claimed as is, then I'm going to go ahead and decorate it. But for now, there is another one of our mixed media journals with a cover. And then I did put signatures in a couple others. So this one here has a little key charm. And I did do some macrame there. And it wraps around twice. And this is the smaller one. It's, let's see, 5 inches wide and 6 inches tall, or the other way around. Anyway, it has a yellow eyelet. And I'll just show you. There's nothing been done here. I tried to leave these so that their new owner could do everything. And there's just multiple different types of textures and pages here. That's an antique book page. The note was 1964, but the book was old. But it's so thick and sturdy. Oh, yummy. So see, very plain, very unembellished, because I want to leave it that way specifically so that you could put your own pocket, whether it's fabric or paper, your own decorating. There is enough room to add another little signature if you wanted to. So there is that one. Okay, this one has a ribbon closure. It is one signature. And again, I love this one. That's the back and the front. And see, just plain, but I've got different papers, coffee splattered, book pages, Easter egg dye, color, food coloring, paper bag, some graph paper that's been tea stained, Encyclopedia of Organic Gardening, a bill statement. I love the sound of that. Great adventure stories. There we go. So there's another one. How much are these, you say? Well, email me, for more details. And so with these, we have the green, we'll call it botanical. We have the single signature, we'll call it brown with white ribbon closure. And we have the small fold over with a blue key closure. I'm not going to put a price on these. It would be awesome if you just made me an offer, because the money made from these is actually going to be donated to a gal in need. She is going through cancer and her insurance is not covering all the bills and she just needs some help. So I am just trying to raise a little money for her, and actually anything I sell, probably for the next month, will go to her. And then I'm going to continue to do that sporadically. I thought I would show you. I have had these underneath my mat here to get flat. I wanted to put in some pages that were not, you know, turned sideways and folded, and in my next journal, because I'm working on using up these journal covers now. And so what I did was I laid 2 pages of a book out, and then I glued on a piece of fabric, and on the other side I glued on a piece of scrapbook paper. I let the glue dry, folded it, and then came along with my bone folder to make sure they'd stay. And then they were still coming up a little, so I flattened them under here. So I have that one. I really love this fabric. And that one. And then we have purple checkers, and this is a bigger page. And the purple checkers on the inside and the outside. So that's how you can do pages that you might want upright. Just lay them next to each other and either use fabric or any kind of paper, whether it be brown paper bag. You could even use masking tape, bookbinder's tape, that kind of a thing. And glue it on. Press it down. If you don't have a bone folder, use the edge of your scissors. And there you go. You have a page in your to go in your signature. So there's those. I think this is the next one I'm going to work on. And the spine is 2 inches. So I think this one is going to get 3 small signatures in them. And I'm going to try and stick with these colors. But if you look, I've got options. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to be doing next. So for now, have a great day, and I will see you soon.